First loves are important, but they're not as important as lasts.
Season 3 opens not with fireworks, but with silence. The kind of silence that comes after something big, something life-changing. Belly is back, but she's no longer the girl who spent her summers daydreaming by the beach. She's grown, but her heart still remembers everything. Every touch, every fight, every kiss. Jeremiah is still here, still standing by her side, promising a future filled with ease and laughter. But even he can feel it, the shadow of a memory that refuses to fade. That memory is Conrad. Now, Belly finds herself in a strange place. She thought she had made her decision. She thought she had chosen the boy who could make her laugh, who stayed when things got hard, who held her through the heartbreak. But memories don't disappear just because we want them to. And when Conrad comes back into the picture, everything Belly tried to leave behind comes crashing right back. Conrad, with his quiet stares and unsaid words. Conrad, who once walked away, not because he didn't love her, but because he loved her too much to hold on the wrong way. He's not the same boy anymore either. California changed him. Time changed him. But the way he looks at Belly, that hasn't changed at all, and Belly feels it. The old pull, the familiar ache, the way her heart skips a beat when he's near. But Jeremiah, he's always been there, through the pain, through the confusion, through every heartbreak that Belly didn't think she could survive. He stayed. He believed in their future. He was ready to give her everything. And now, with wedding bells unexpectedly ringing in the trailer, it feels like things are moving too fast. A proposal? A lifetime commitment? Is Belly ready for that kind of forever? As this new season begins, one thing is clear. No one is the same. Belly, Jeremiah, and Conrad are stepping into a summer that won't just define who they love, but who they are. Secrets are buried just beneath the surface, and every look, every conversation, every choice is heavier than it seems. This isn't just about picking a boy anymore. It's about finding a future. A real one. One that might cost everything. And while the trailer gives us glimpses, flashes of happiness, tension, longing, it doesn't show us the full truth. That's the most dangerous part. Because the biggest heartbreaks, they always come quietly. In Season 3, everything that was once clear becomes blurry again. Belly thought she had healed. She thought choosing Jeremiah meant closing the door on Conrad forever. But love isn't something you can switch off like a light. And when someone like Conrad returns, someone who knows your soul in a way nobody else does, it changes everything. The trailer gives us only seconds of Conrad, but that's all it takes to stir up what Belly tried to bury. He still looks at her like she's the center of the universe, like no matter how much time has passed, she'll always be his first and last love. That kind of love doesn't just go away. It waits, it lingers, and when Belly sees him again, she realizes just how deeply it still lives inside her. But Belly isn't the same girl Conrad left behind. She's been through heartbreak, growth, and the hard lessons of love. With Jeremiah, life feels simpler, happier, lighter. He brings her smiles, comfort, and a future that doesn't feel like walking on glass. He's not perfect, but he's present. He doesn't run, and that counts for something. Still, the heart doesn't always pick what's easy, and that's where Belly begins to unravel. She starts questioning everything, her past, her choices, even the future she was starting to believe in. Every time she laughs with Jeremiah, a memory of Conrad sneaks in. Every promise Jeremiah makes, a whisper of doubt echoes back. It's not about who's better. It's about who feels right. To make things even more complicated, both boys have changed too. Jeremiah, once light-hearted and carefree, now carries a new kind of seriousness. Maybe it's the proposal. Maybe it's the pressure of proving he's the one. But something in his eyes shows fear. The fear of losing Belly to a love she never truly let go of. And Conrad? He's no longer hiding his feelings. In the past, he was silent, guarded, afraid to show how much he cared. But now, it's different. There's a new boldness in him. He's not just standing in the background anymore. He's stepping forward. And even though he says it quietly, it's loud enough for Belly to hear, "I still love you." This creates a storm that Belly can't control. Everyone around her has expectations. Her friends think she's happy with Jeremiah. Her family is confused by the sudden engagement talks. Even Jeremiah's joy is shadowed by a fear he won't speak out loud. And Belly, she's stuck between the life she's building and the one her heart might still want. What makes it harder is that Belly doesn't want to hurt anyone. She never did. But now, no matter what she chooses, someone will get hurt. And that's the cruel part of love. It demands a price. It asks you to break someone's heart so you can save your own. That kind of choice doesn't come easy. Not when you've loved them both. Not when they've both loved you in their own way. And just when Belly thinks things can't get more complicated, the trailer hints at something even deeper. A wedding, a runaway bride, a moment where everything comes crashing down. We don't know yet, but we feel it. Something big is coming, because this season isn't about the games anymore. It's not about teasing or flirting or guessing who she'll choose. It's about love. Real, painful, overwhelming love. The kind that changes you forever. The kind that only comes once, or maybe twice if your heart is still open. And Belly? She's standing at the edge of that choice, between a past she never truly left and a future she's not sure she's ready for. Continues to unfold. The one thing that becomes clearer than ever is that love, real love, doesn't come without pain. And while Belly is caught between two boys who have each held her heart, she also begins to face something deeper, herself. Because choosing between Conrad and Jeremiah isn't just about romance anymore. It's about her identity, her fears, and the version of herself she wants to become. Under the surface of summer's warmth and sunshine, there's tension. Quiet moments filled with things unsaid. The kind of tension that makes your chest heavy, even when everything looks perfect on the outside. Belly smiles for others. She laughs at the right times. But in her mind, there's a storm. And neither Conrad nor Jeremiah can fix that for her. Jeremiah is trying hard. Maybe too hard. He senses the shift even if Belly hasn't admitted it out loud. Her hesitation, her drifting thoughts, the way her eyes linger a little longer when Conrad is near. Jeremiah starts holding on tighter, trying to secure a future that suddenly feels unstable. And in doing so, he begins to lose the easy, natural bond they once had. It becomes more like a fight to hold on than a relationship built on peace. Meanwhile, Conrad isn't rushing in. That's what makes it harder. He doesn't beg or plead. He simply stands there, quietly present, with that same look in his eyes. The one that says he remembers everything. The dock, the dances, the night she wore the white dress, the times he hurt her, and the times he wished he could take it all back. This emotional pressure reaches everyone around them. Stephen, Belly's brother, sees what's happening. He knows his sister. He knows that even if she tries to hide it, she's torn, and it scares him. He doesn't want to see her break again. Laurel, Belly's mom, watches from a distance too, still grieving, still trying to support her daughter, but unsure how to guide her when Belly herself doesn't know what she wants. And then there's Susanna's absence, a silence that echoes louder this season than ever before. Her absence creates a void in all of them. The beach house no longer feels the same without her laughter, her soft wisdom, her ability to hold them together when things fell apart. Now, without her, they're drifting. And that grief, that longing for what once was, only deepens the confusion. Belly starts having memories she can't escape, little flashes of the past, moments when everything was simpler, when Conrad gave her his sweatshirt, when Jeremiah taught her how to drive, when they all sat under the stars, dreaming about a future that felt so far away. Those memories hit harder now, because the future is here, and it's nothing like they imagined. As these memories rise, so do the cracks in her current relationship. Belly begins to notice how often she's pretending. Not because she doesn't love Jeremiah, but because she's trying too hard to prove something. To herself, to the world, maybe even to Conrad. She wants to believe that choosing Jeremiah means she's moved on, that she's matured. But love doesn't follow logic. It doesn't care about timing or plans or who stayed and who left. Love just is. The trailer hints at a serious turning point. There's a line between safety and passion, between comfort and chaos, and Belly is walking right along that line. One wrong step, and she could lose both. Not just the boys, but parts of herself too. Because love doesn't always end with a perfect sunset. Sometimes it ends in silence. Sometimes it ends in tears. And that's where the tension of Season 3 lies. Not just in who she chooses, but in whether she can live with the choice. Whether she can look herself in the mirror and feel peace, knowing that no matter how much love there is, someone is going to walk away with a broken heart. The trailer doesn't give us all the answers, but it gives us enough to know this. Belly is heading toward a moment she can't escape. A moment that will change everything. For her, for Jeremiah, and for Conrad. The deeper we get into Season 3, the more the story stops being about summer flings and teenage daydreams. This season isn't just about love.